Saudi Arabia, what you guys did no good. Oh. How can you look at the Islamic capital world, the Islamic capital city in Africa, and you would rather take that billions that you're supposed to invest in them, you now took it to a country that is against Islamic extremism? Abba, this is unfair, man. Abba, Beyandamana, this is not good. Why would a Saudi Arabia take $600 billion away from the Fulani'S extremists? Oh, from the all 13 to 14 northern Nigerian states that have Sharia law fully implemented, where the Christians cannot have their church service in peace, where all their children would rather go to Al-Majiri school first. In fact, a region where they are saying that no to Western education, only Arabic inscription. Oh, Arabia, Saudi, you saw those people. Oh yes, you saw them. These are people that were protesting for, free this, free that. In fact, these are people that will be ready to die for your cause, Saudi Arabia. But you took that money. You took that $6 billion. See, you carry them. You took it to United States of America, a Christian state. Mbanu, this one no go work. But to my own Fulani brothers listening to me, what is going on? Abba, how come Saudi Arabia betrayed you guys like this? Is it that you guys are not Muslim enough? If that is the case, I guess you guys are expected to increase the volume of your extremism. Yes. Everybody should start wearing veil. All the guys there should start wearing trousers that will not touch their ankle. And of course, everybody should stop going to school. Block the road. In Nigeria, they have their own artificial Kaaba. That box. Yes, they have it in Kano State, or is it Kano or Katsina? That black box that they surround a circle in Saudi Arabia. They created it here in the northern Nigeria, whereby they have now become more Arabian than the Saudi Arabians. In fact, there was a tweet some time ago made by one Faris. He said, how come Saudi Arabia will be opening the doors for LGBTQs? Because Saudi Arabia is running the race to host World Cup. So that guy said, no, Saudi Arabia today are no longer the custodians of Islam. I never heard this kind of thing before. Historically, Muhammad started his jihad from Medina. In fact, Muhammad anointed Medina as the capital, as the citadel of Islam. But one Bello, one Musa, where they forget that when he yarn any dust, came out and said that Saudi Arabia today are not Islam enough. I am expecting huge protest though. Northerners, these northern Fulani'S. Oh yes. When we say that we the Christians, Nigerians want to come to North to come and set up our alcohol business and stores, when we say that we want to come and open hotels, when we say we want to come and open swimming pools, where people can come, open just put on your bikinis, dive into the water, enjoy your life, have fun. Then by that, you make money, legitimate money. All these things, you see it in Saudi Arabia. A Cristiano Ronaldo still has his own place. He has a city. People go there. In Saudi Arabia today, they even launched that people cannot drink alcohol. But, there are some certain rules. But it is legitimately recognized. Oh, yes. But you see those northerners, Nigerian northerners. I don't know where they got their own remixed, reshaped, reformed Islam from. This is not the Islam they practice in Saudi Arabia. Now, Saudi Arabia has seen that all these ones, they don't have sense. I will use their sense for them. So Saudi Arabia will only throw maybe $1 million to them. Of course, I am fully aware that Saudi Arabia sponsors some level of radicalism in Nigeria. Yes, because they have nothing to offer. Nigerian Northerners, Fulani'S, Hausa Fulani'S, and then now today we can now see that there are some elements in the Yoruba land that are pushing extremism. Look at the man called Iwo King or Oluwo of Iwo, that man, Abdurrahman or Abdurrashid or whatever his name is. Yes, because he has no brain. They consider, okay, this one, they are using Africa as a base to build and to gather their jihadist army. Because they know that there will be a time they will probably need to go into a battle or a war. And where they want to extract most of their foot soldiers is where they feel those people have no common sense, where they don't have a brain, or they have brain but it's not functioning. So they have now said that Nigeria is a fertile ground. I can categorically tell you, Saudi Arabia announced that they need 10 million full soldiers to come and fight for Sharia. I don't think it will take more than 24 hours. You will see how the Northerners. Hey! But at the end of the day, when Saudi wanted to invest for their own prosperity, okay, for their own economic advancement, the first person they met in the 60s was America. Saudi Arabia became what they are today, became rich because of the American company. Yes, have you heard of Aramco? Arabia American Company. Yes, that is the meaning of Aramco, Arabia, America Company. That a mix of that word gave the word Aramco. They did not say Arafraka, no, maybe Arab Africa. They did not say Aranico, maybe they will say Arab Nigerian, no, or where? Listen, the Nigerian Northerners, whom ordinarily should use this religious affiliation to get a very lucrative relationship with Saudi Arabia, most especially when it comes to technological transfer. All right? Most especially when it comes to technological transfer, educational advancement and all that. They won't do that. What they want is import, dash us more Quran, give us money to build Al-Majri schools, give us money to push radicalism, and then open the gate of Umrah and Hajj. Let us come and see that Kaaba where we can pray and worship and then we go back. Yes, the thing they want is not beyond that. And Arabia have seen that. You can see Saudi Arabia took 600. I mean, when I keep saying that, what is the total worth of Nigeria? Nigeria worth today is not more than their GDP, Nigerian GDP is around $450 to $500. Saudi Arabia could have taken that money down to Nigeria and said that, yeah, I am compensating you guys because you guys are the best practicing Muslim in the whole Africa. Yes, Nigeria today is the best when it comes to Africa. When it comes to Islam, yes. There's so many competitions that Nigerian children will go when it comes to this Quranic recitation. In the world today, Nigerian Northerners have that award. Quranic recitation, Nigeria takes one in Africa. And in the world, I think we are number 1 or 2. There are so many times they go to Saudi Arabia for competition and then they always come back with flying colors. If they don't take first, they take second. If they don't take second, they take third. It's not always less than that. But when it comes to economic prosperity, economic expansion, Saudi Arabia will look at Nigeria. No. Today, Saudi Arabia has never for one day said that they are against Western education. They have never for once say that no, Saudi Arabia is Boko Haram. No. In fact, Saudi Arabia is always looking for opportunities to welcome America into their world. Whatever technology Saudi Arabia knows today in the oil exploration, it was America that gave it to them. That technology, if these northern, fanatics, even to their leaders, if they were sensible, right? As Saudi Arabia, they should have a very robust relationship. That look, listen, we cannot be having. Is it not in accordance to our religion that we should help our neighbors? How come we are so aback when it comes to technology and innovation? Why can't you just send us or teach us how to explore, how to farm? Why? But you see, the point is it's not Saudi Arabia that is stopping them. It is the same leaders that will go there and seek for money to build mosque. They don't know past that one. When they go there, what they want is Saudi give us money to build more elementary schools to ensure that we train our children to be more Quranic crammers. That is what we owe you. We want to be your base when it comes to Quranic scholars, not economics fellow. No, not that. What they just want from Saudi is Quran, extremism, radicalism. Meanwhile, the Saudi who is sponsoring you in such is begging America, is looking out for America. In fact, is one of the biggest allies of America in the Middle East. After Israel, in Middle East, after Israel, is Saudi Arabia. If anything touches Saudi Arabia, America will fight for Saudi Arabia. That is why you see that Iraq cannot mess with Saudi Arabia. That you see that Iran, Yemen, if you go to the map, you can that's the map there. As you can see, Yemen up, you can see Iran, Iraq. Can you see it? Now, these are the places that Saudi Arabia is positioned. But Saudi Arabia's greatest ally, economic ally, investor, remains America. That same America is who the northern Nigerians. Oh my God, who do us this? Who do us this? Like seriously, who pushed us into this mess? This is why Fakmunda said yesterday, let's watch Fakmunda's statement. He said, let us allow them go and enjoy their Sharia. Let's watch it together. Let's watch it together. And then after that, we'll finalize.
President Tinubu is better to put all the cards on the table, trying to pepper over it and say we are united. Of course, we are not united. We are not united. We are divided. That's just the truth. I've told you now that the North brought federal character. The South agreed to okay, fine, we are united. Where is the result of it? The North brought quota system. Southern agree with it. It's in the constitution. What is the result? If we now bring in tax to say, okay, get more VAT in the North at the expense of the South, so what will be the result? The division will continue until we remove the feeding bottle, let everybody just work according to his own dictates. The North sincerely believes in Sharia. We should not draw them for that purpose now. We should let them be. They want Sharia. In the South, there are Muslims. We don't want Sharia. Somebody brought us in Oyo to do Sharia in Oyo. Everybody put it down. The Muslims in the South don't want Sharia. So why are we pretending? In the Southeast, some few Muslims, but they don't want Sharia. Let's accept who we are. Let's accept reality so that we'll not stop talking and motion without movement. That's what it is. I'm not ashamed. Okay, look, if President Tinubu succeeds now, 2027, 2031, every Yoruba person in Abuja will be cleaned out of the system. Because Buhari started with Fulani, he is doing Yoruba now. Let the Igbos come. We cannot grow the Igbos if they put 99% in all positions too. Is that the way we are building the country? Let Yoruba man go and rule Yoruba land. Let the North agree on who will rule Northwest. Let the Kanuri rule Northeast. Let the Igbos rule the Southeast. Let the South agree. Then the temperature will come down. I will not want to be running federal election with 200 million naira form because I have to run from Sokoto to Ikotekpene. I will campaign as a premier of Western region where people know me and I know them. I know what they want. The Southwest want to bring all Yorubas who are Japan, bring them back to Nigeria. Nigeria is too hostile for the Yorubas now. Nigeria is a poisoned environment for Yoruba because we invested in education so much and we have lost all the human beings. They are developing other societies. The North will not care less. How many doctors do they have in United States? How many doctors do they have in Europe? These are facts I'm put on the table now. I don't need to sugarcoat anything at all. We are divided. Let's just accept it. It's no fight. It's no war. The North will come up on their own. We will respect each other. But this matter of trying to play some games, President Tinubu is better. In fact, if he runs only one term and he brings this temperature down, his name will go down in history. But if he does not do anything in the next 6 months about restructuring, and he goes to use all the money to run election in 2027 and he wins, and then what? Yorubas will become endangered in the political system because once he leaves, then Nigeria is not safe for Yoruba again.
Sorry,
let the Igbos come. They have right to come too.
Sorry, because you've spoken about.
Speaker has come out.
I'd like to confirm.
Let the Igbos come.
I wanted to confirm something because you said Yorubas.
So let the Igbos come, and they just have to be allowed to rule too, and they were entitled to have all Igbos in all positions at that time too. That's what we are going to get if you are going the way we are going now. There's nothing. I don't need to be a prophet to say so.
Doctor